Here we are removing cables from the ABU uniform. It's something you should have done the first time you got your ABU uniform, and something you should also be checking before inspections. Have one of your flight mates look over uniform for you and take any cables off using scissors or nail clippers. Here we are blousing our pants on our ABU uniform. This is one of a couple of different methods you can use to blouse. What we're using is a worm strap. As you can see, it's a sort of a bungee string with two hooks on the end that you attach the two hooks to each other. About where you want is about the top of the boot, and then you will roll the pants into the worm, and you just continue rolling into the worm until you have it tight and approximately where you want it. You can go 2 loops down on the boot, or you can go to the top, about the top of the boot. Here we have the U.S. Air Force name tape. It's the exact same as your other name tape. Make sure to wash your name tape before giving it to Carson's cleaners to sew on. The current regulation for the ABU uniform is that you do not dry clean, you do not iron, and you do not starch. And I can see there's already a crease built in, so you don't need to do anything. The regulation for boot lacing is, you note on the bottom of the boot that there is a bar, and that is done when you first lace your boot. So make sure you have that correct.
GMC cadets will wear the metallic blue and silver Cadet 4th Class or Cadet 3rd Class insignia, centered on the left and right collar so that the long edge of the insignia is parallel to and 1 inch from the front edge of the collar. POC cadets will wear the metallic black and silver officer rank insignia centered on the left and right collar, 1 inch from and perpendicular to the front of the collar. The ABU belt should be cut to an appropriate length with a small amount of excess and present a clean appearance.
This is your ABU cover. Note that it needs to be parallel to the ground on all sides. This is a quick and easy trick to keep your ABU cover looking good with little work. As you can see, we're filling up the cover with water, just filling it up like a bucket. And then once we've filled it completely, we dump it out. Turn off the sink. Want to just kind of drive out the extra water, get a towel or something. We set it upside down as seen, and then we spread it out and form it the way we want our cover to be. As you can see, we're getting all the sides up. We're flattening the bottom or the top of the cover. And we'll just set it out like this overnight and let it dry. And then in the morning when you go to LLab, it'll be all good to go. Also a good trick for field training. We don't have a whole lot of time to mess around with starch.
The flight cap will be worn 1 inch above the eyebrows, or approximately 2 finger widths above the bridge of the nose. General military course cadets will not have anything pinned onto their flight cap. Upon entrance into the professional officer course, cadets will wear the prop and wings pin on the left side of the flight cap, vertically centered with the front edge of the wings, 1.5 inches from the front of the flight cap. Place U.S. insignia halfway up the seam, resting on but not over it. The bottom of the insignia is horizontal with the ground. A good way to remember which way the GMC rank fits is to think about the way your feet are angled when you are at attention. The diagonal lines on the rank will match the direction of the feet. Only POC cadets will wear the metallic name tag on the service chest jacket. It will be placed on the right side between the sleeve seam and the lapel, and the bottom of the name tag will be parallel with the bottom of the ribbons. All ribbons earned must be worn on the left side, resting on but not over the edge of the pocket. Cadet aeronautical or medical badges will be worn 1/2 inch above the left breast pocket or ribbons on the service jacket.
The blue plastic name tag is worn on the long or short sleeve shirt or blouse on the wearer's right. Males wear the name tag centered above and resting on the right breast pocket. Females wear the name tag centered on the right side, even with or up to 1 1/2 inches higher or lower than the first exposed button. Unless otherwise directed, ribbons are optional on the short sleeve shirt. Cadet aeronautical wings are mandatory, however. Center aeronautical and medical badges 1/2 inch above the left breast pocket or the top row of medals. For females, ribbons will be centered on the left side of the blouse, parallel to the ground. Align the bottom of the ribbons with the bottom of the name tag.
Arnold Air Society, Silver Wings, and Honor Guard members are authorized to wear the appropriate shoulder cord on the left side of the service jacket. Only one shoulder cord may be worn at a time. When wearing this long sleeve shirt or the service jacket, the tie or tie tab for females is required to be worn. When wearing the lightweight jacket, it must be zipped at least halfway. If wearing a short sleeve blouse underneath, a tie or tie tab is not required. Wear the metallic rank insignia centered on the epaulets 5/8 of an inch from the shoulder seam. GMC cadets will place the rank with the point facing the neck. POC cadets will have their rank placed with the silver stripes parallel with the shoulder seam. The shirt should be tucked in neatly using a military tuck. First, tuck your shirt in, pinch the seams on the sides, and wrap the fabric back, and then tuck it in. When not wearing the flight cap, it should be tucked under the belt on the wearer's left side between the first and second belt loops. The cap should not fold over the top of the belt. For males, the silver tip end of the belt extends beyond the buckle facing the wearer's left with no blue fabric showing. For females, the silver tip end of the belt extends beyond the buckle facing the wearer's right with no blue fabric showing. For the gig line, the button edge of the shirt, the belt buckle, and the edge of the fly will align to present a neat appearance. The front of the trouser legs will rest on the front of the shoe with a slight break in the crease. The back of the trouser legs will be approximately 7/8 of an inch longer than the front. After tying the shoelaces of the low quarters, the excess string should be tucked in. This will present a neat and professional appearance. Only one conservative watch and one conservative bracelet may be worn as long as they do not detract from a proper military image and are no more than 1 inch in width. Earrings may be worn by female cadets if they are small and conservative. They must be white pearl, gold, silver, black, or diamond, and be studs. Only one earring may be worn in each lobe.
When wearing the Air Force physical training uniform, it must present a professional appearance at all times. Make sure that everything is evenly worn and zipped up. When not in use, the hood must be tucked in at the neck and zipped up tight. When tying your shoes, make sure that they are snug but comfortable, and all excess lace is tucked in. After sunset and before sunrise, a safety belt must be worn along with the normal physical training uniform attire. Make sure that your t-shirt is neatly tucked into your shorts at all times.
Male hair must not exceed 1 1/4 inches in bulk and must present a tapered appearance. Only closely cut or shaved hair on the back of the neck may touch the collar. Any sideburns must be straight, trimmed parallel to the ground, and will not extend below the lower ear opening. A block cut is permitted with tapered appearance, and males are authorized to cleanly shave their heads or have a military-style high and tight haircut. Hair must not protrude from under the flight cap, and no visible foreign items will be attached to the hair. Male cadets must also be clean-shaven unless issued a waiver.
Females' hair will present a professional appearance. Plain conservative pins, combs, headbands, elastic bands, and barrettes similar to hair color are permitted to keep hair in place. Conservative black hairpins are authorized with all hair colors. Hair will not extend past a parallel line with bottom edge of collar on any side. It will not exceed 3 inches in bulk, and any hair ornaments such as ribbons or jewel pins are prohibited.